Hello and welcome back to this mini series on emotional regulation strategies. Today we're going to talk through creating categories to help you get back into the present moment, act as a bit of a distraction and calm down your central nervous system. So essentially the categories game, like the famous board game, is going to involve mentally naming items from a specific category within a designated time frame. If you want that kind of pressure, you might not. For example, you might choose things like types of fruit or countries in Europe or colours of the rainbow. So you're going to give yourself a category and you're going to list as many things as you can within that category. If you want to, like I say, you can give yourself a 2-minute timer or a 5-minute timer. If you can set that timer for a short period of time, that's going to allow you to keep your focus and mean that you're much more likely to remain on task if you are particularly anxious or you feel your attention is being taken elsewhere. So the reason that this works, like I said, it's going to help us to distract our mind from anxious or distressing thoughts by simply shifting our focus to a really basic but engaging task. And that's going to activate the cognitive processes like attention, memory, problem solving, which is going to help interrupt the rumination and reduce those feelings of anxiety that we can sometimes get. Additionally, that time constraint I mentioned might add an element of urgency and challenge, which might increase your mental stimulation and promote a sense of accomplishment, giving you that hit of dopamine towards the end of the activity as well. By really immersing yourself in this exercise, you're going to create a sort of temporary mental escape from those stresses and worries, and that's going to allow you to experience a moment of respite and relaxation from how you're feeling. And the structure of the game is going to give you a sense of control and predictability, which can be really, really comforting during those times of heightened emotion, or particularly if you're feeling quite anxious. A couple of things to be aware of as well. If you are thinking about categories, just be careful which categories you choose. If you're feeling in a particularly negative headspace or a negative mindset, just make sure you're not choosing categories that make you feel more overwhelmed, or if that pressure of the time becomes a bit too much of a constraint and that makes you feel overwhelmed, then remove that part of the exercise. If you feel at all that it's making you feel more stressed, more anxious or more frustrated, then just think about giving it a bit more of a relaxed approach, using some kind of categories that are within within your immediate environment, so you don't have to do too much thinking, but it still provides you with that bit of respite and bit of distraction. Give it a go, let me know what you think.